Number 1. Football. The origins of football can be traced back to various ancient civilizations, where versions of the game involving kicking a ball were played. However, modern football as we know it today began to take shape in the mid-19th century in England. The establishment of standardized rules by the Football Association, FA, in 1863 marked a pivotal moment in the sport's development. Football, often referred to as the beautiful game, is the world's most popular and widely played sport. It has a rich history, passionate fans, and a global reach that transcends borders and cultures. Here's a comprehensive look at the sport that unites people and ignites emotions on a massive scale. Football has a significant influence on culture. Number 2. Cricket. Cricket is a popular team sport that originated in England and has since gained immense popularity worldwide. It is often referred to as the gentleman's game due to its emphasis on sportsmanship and fair play. Cricket is played in many countries and has a massive following, particularly in countries like India, England, Australia, Pakistan, South Africa, and the West Indies. In international cricket, 2 teams compete against each other. Each team consists of 11 players. In domestic and club cricket, teams can have varying numbers of players. The bowling team aims to dismiss the batsman. Number 3. Hockey. Hockey is a popular team sport that is played on a rectangular field of ice or grass, depending on the variant of the game. It is known for its fast-paced and physically demanding nature. There are several variations of hockey, including field hockey, ice hockey, and street hockey, each with its own set of rules and characteristics. In this overview, we will cover the basics of field hockey and ice hockey, which are the most widely recognized forms of the sport. In ice hockey, 2 teams compete to score goals by shooting a puck into the opposing team's net. Each team has 6 players on the ice, including a goaltender. Players wear ice skates, helmets, gloves, and protective padding. Number 4. Tennis. Tennis is a popular racket sport played by individuals or doubles teams on a rectangular court divided by a net. It is a fast-paced and competitive sport that requires a combination of physical fitness, skill, and strategy. Players use a tennis racket, typically made of lightweight materials like graphite, to hit the ball. Of the tennis court is rectangular, and it can be made of various materials like clay, grass, or hardcourt. The dimensions and markings on the court are standardized. Tennis has several major tournaments known as Grand Slam events. These include the Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open. Winning all 4 of these titles in a calendar year is considered a Grand Slam. Number 5. Volleyball. Volleyball is a popular team sport that is played both recreationally and professionally around the world. It is characterized by fast-paced action, teamwork, and a unique set of rules. Volleyball is typically played with 2 teams, each consisting of 6 players on the court at a time. However, there are variations, including beach volleyball and sitting volleyball. Players must rotate positions in a clockwise manner after their team wins the serve from the opponent. This ensures that all players get a chance to serve, and it also changes the court's configuration. Volleyball is a dynamic and physically demanding sport that requires teamwork, agility, and quick reflexes. Number 6. Table tennis. Table tennis, also known as ping pong, is a popular indoor sport that is played by 2 or 4 players. The game is played on a rectangular table with a net in the middle, and players use small paddles to hit a lightweight ball back and forth across the table. The game can be played as singles, 1 player against another, or doubles, 2 players on each side. The objective is to score points by hitting the ball over the net and into the opponent's side of the table. Each player or team serves the ball diagonally over. Number 7. Basketball. Basketball is a popular team sport played globally, known for its fast-paced and dynamic nature. The primary objective of basketball is to score points by shooting a ball through the opposing team's hoop. Each successful basket is worth either 2 or 3 points, depending on the distance from which the shot is taken. Basketball is typically played by 2 teams, each consisting of 5 players on the court at a time. Teams also have several substitute players on the bench who can enter the game during stoppages. The primary equipment in basketball includes a basketball, usually made of leather or synthetic material, 2 hoops or baskets, and a court with boundary lines. Players also wear specialized athletic shoes and uniforms. Basketball is one of the most popular sports globally, with a massive following in countries like the United States, China, and European nations. Basketball is played on a rectangular court with specific dimensions. Number 8. Horse racing. Horse racing is a popular and centuries-old sport that involves the competition of thoroughbred horses, often ridden by jockeys, in a race to determine the fastest horse over a specific distance. It is a widely practiced sport and form of entertainment in many countries around the world, with a rich history and a significant following among enthusiasts and bettors. Horse racing has a long and storied history, dating back to ancient civilizations such as the Greeks, Romans, and Egyptians. It became organized as a sport in the 17th century in England, where the concept of modern horse racing was established. In harness racing, horses trot or pace while pulling a driver in a two-wheeled cart, sulky, on a standardbred track. It's less common than flat racing but popular. Number 9. Golf. Golf is a precision sport that is played outdoors on a designated course. It involves hitting a small ball into a series of holes in as few strokes as possible, using a set of specialized clubs. Golfers use a variety of clubs, including drivers, irons, wedges, and putters. These clubs have different designs and angles to achieve various types of shots. The golfer carries these clubs in a golf bag. Golfers aim to complete each hole in as few strokes as possible. The total number of strokes taken to complete all 18 holes is the player's score for the round. Number 10. Badminton. Badminton is a popular indoor sport that is played either as a casual recreational activity or professionally in international competitions. It is a racket sport that involves 2 or 4 players, who take positions on opposite sides of a rectangular court divided by a net. The objective of the game is to score points by hitting a shuttlecock, also known as a birdie, over the net and into the opponent's side of the court in such a way that it cannot be returned. Players use a lightweight racket, usually made of carbon fiber or other composite